It's basically the journey of this one woman who sees herself in the future committing suicide. And she goes on a journey. She realizes that if she doesn't want to become this old, miserable woman, she has to go back to her past to untangle a very destructive love affair with Dougray Scott. And she goes all the way to the day she was born. And it's kind of a you can call it either a psychoanalytical journey back, or parallel worlds, or there's many different ways of looking at it. The device in the movie is she's going back in time through an elevator in a very old, 500 years old David Warner that takes her through time and helps her, is the guide through the different times. Dougray and I met in LA about 3 months before the movie went to shooting. And we immediately found great connection, both of us, to the character, and started researching, and we both got inspired by the great Chet Baker, if anybody remembers him. And or if you don't watch the movies about him on YouTube, he's incredible. And we both read his books, read books about him, and watched the movie Let's Get Lost. And just talked a lot. And I introduced Dougray to a trumpet player in LA who taught him how to play. And he was really engaged in rehearsing for many, many, many hours. And then when he came here to London, he was rehearsing with Guy Barker, the great Guy Barker. And Guy wrote a lot of the playback music, and also other people, Mike Moran and other people. But Guy really taught Dougray how to play, how to move, how to blow, how to become a musician. It was a very interesting process. But Dougray he also sings in the movie, and I think he sings beautifully. And it was very important for him, both as a player and a singer, to be authentic. With Jodie, the challenge was that she had to act against herself. And she had to act against, first of all, she had to go through about 4 different time periods of her life. And more, so she had to have different energy of how, as a younger person, she would drink more coffee before the shot, so that she will have more of that young, anxious energy. And she's older, she didn't drink the coffee, and we of course changed her hair and makeup and all that to help her and ask the audience to understand in which period she is, and wardrobe and makeup. But the big challenge was to have her act against herself, talk to herself. And one time she even has to fight against herself outside the bar. And so we brought another talented actress that acted opposite her. So when she was doing the older character, the other one was playing the young, and she was playing the young, the other one was playing, and we locked the camera. And so later on, of course, we did a split screen. But it was incredible, because she would just had to move from one place to another and do the different parts and act against herself. It was very, very difficult. But she handled it. Since the audition, I knew that she could just do it incredibly well. Raindance was fantastic. It was a complete surprise, because you kind of think it's a small festival and nobody will show up and all that. And the theater was filled, and last night and today, I don't know, 3/4. There was like a lot of people at noon on Friday, on a beautiful day in London when it's sunny, so it was great. And my kids got the Raindance t-shirt, and so it's a real festival, and it feels real indie, with lots of respect to the independent movies, that I think a lot of the festivals today go to bigger movies and movies that already have distribution. And this is a great chance to show it.